And we're with the Southern RPC in lane 6 in the men's Premier 8. Field of 5 starters. Top of the screen, West End Composite. Beside them, Central, Waikato, Auckland and Southern. And a great start as these big eights blast their way out. Lane 4, Waikato have made the best of those starts, and that's an impressive margin to take in so few strokes. They've pushed their bow just a couple of metres out. That gives everyone a psychological advantage. They're now sitting ahead of their members of the crew, equivalent members across in the other boats. So great starting from Waikato. Also beside them, Auckland RPC have wanting to go with them, and Southern at the bottom of the screen. So great conditions. Water has been very good all week, and these rowers have really risen to the occasion as well, as Waikato pushes out now, looking very comfortable, reasonably upright stroke, very, very efficient, as Southern knows it's got some chasing to do. Michael Stewart, George Bridgewater in the stern there, and they're now, these crews will be coming off their early race ratings of 40 strokes a minute plus, settling down to 36, 37 strokes a minute. Here's this Waikato crew, fine regatta. Earlier they took the Boss Rooster in the men's Cox 4. Mahe Drysdale in the stroke seat. Unusual place for him in an 8, but the big man can do it. He's shown in the Coxless pair he picked up with Nathan Twaddle. But they are now at least a half a length behind this Waikato crew, and pretty young Waikato crew. Brett Crow, who coached the New Zealand men's Junior 8 to the World Junior Championship last year, in charge of the crew. He's done a great job with these guys. Nathan Twaddle there sitting behind Mahe Drysdale. Some anxious looks in that Auckland crew because they are just under a length behind the leaders, Waikato. So they'll really need to do some work to cut down this deficit. They're through the halfway mark, so it's going to have to happen soon, and you can see the bow of Auckland just seesawing with the coxswain. Rachel Gowdy for Waikato, the coxswain. Shane O'Brien on the bow of that Auckland crew, Olympic champion in 1984. So some real pedigree there, but they'll have to chase hard. Waikato, Carl Finlay, Ben Scott, James Dallinger, Eric Murray, Simon Watson, Paul Gerritsen, Selwyn, Cleland, and Graeme Hill, and Rachel Gowdy, the coxswain. They know they are in the driving seat, and determined young men. You can see a bit of pressure on the faces, but the form is looking good. They're just stretching out and picking up that water beautifully. Nice quick catch and good drive through. Here come the chasers though. Central at the top of the screen, and Auckland. Game performance from the Central crew. But Waikato now starting to feel the pressure. Mahe Drysdale just saying to the coxswain, we've got to move this up because it's now or never. These big eights chew up the territory pretty quickly, so there's not much time. Very difficult to make up a big deficit. In fact, Auckland coming under pressure from Central. And at the bottom of the screen, out of the picture now, Southern also improving. But we're with the Auckland crew, trying to make that deficit up on Waikato, but Waikato may have bolted. They've got now clear water on Auckland. Southern dropping off the pace now, Central coming into it. There's the Southern crew, some big names, but they haven't been able to foot it today. Auckland now comfortably in that second spot. They've held off the challenge from Central, but Southern coming back at Central as well for that bronze medal. But race leaders, no doubt about it, and all the way win. They took it from the early strokes. Waikato, they'll pick up the men's Premier 8. Now clear water from Auckland. Great race for third between Central and Southern.
And it's a win to the Waikato RPC1 in the men's Premier 8s ahead of Auckland, Central, Southern and the West End Composite.